cum e posibil ca oameni care au ieșit de acolo să moară după 12 zile?
Deci, practic, ei au ascuns lucrurile astea, da?
Dacă nu spunem lucrurilor pe nume, suntem complici.
Povestea e atât de halucinantă încât mi-e teamă că o să parem nebuni.
Sunt ministrul sănătății. Dar primul lucru pe care trebuie să-l faci ca să câștigi sau să recâștigi încrederea cuiva este să încetezi să-l minți.
Omor oameni.
Nu ne putem permite treaba asta.
Și cum ne poate rezolva chestia asta?
I'm SARI COHEN with Hollywood First Look Features, and I'm sitting here today with Alexander Nanau, the director of Collective. Alexander, I want you to walk me through a little bit of your journey in making this film and describe for audiences what Collective is.
So, Collective as a film is an observational documentary that follows investigative journalists that after a nightclub fire in Bucharest discovered, horrible corruption in the healthcare system, and that led up to the highest level of government. And to be more specific, after the fire in this club, there was a concert. People died inside, but also there were 180 injured people, like burn patients, and the Romanian authorities that are very populistic and corrupt basically told a grieving nation, because it was really a national trauma, this accident, that they can handle the tragedy, that they can rescue everybody, and that they know how to treat 180 burn patients, while Romania had no burn units that could treat that patients. And we understand also through the film how corrupt the Romanian healthcare system is, and that the decisions were mostly based on, on stealing money.
Well, you were given extraordinary access to different perspectives of this. Was there ever a moment that you felt like you wanted to speak up or add your opinion?
It was very emotional that year in Romania after this fire, because it really started a change in society. And for sure, there were discussions that I was having with the protagonist. But while I work, while I follow them, I really don't interfere. And I really hold back, and I try never to, let's say, consume the tension of a certain topic by talking to them off camera, because all I'm looking for is how I can capture through the lens the tense of a certain topic, the tension of the topic.
There were some hairy moments I saw in this film. Did you ever feel like you were in danger when you were making the film?
Not in physical danger myself, because we are living in Romania is part of the European Union, so we are really not in Russia or China, or we're in the European Union. But I knew that I was surveilled. I knew that my phone was listened to by the Secret Service, and we were expecting any time for somebody to break into our studio and get our footage. But for that, we are a professional production. We know how to protect the footage on multiple sources and lock it away in places that not everybody can find.
So what was it like for you watching these events unravel before your eyes and knowing that you were the one capturing this?
While we were doing it, it was so crazy, this vortex of revelations and corruption, that, there's not really a time to think about it. The biggest, the principal concern you have every morning is, where will the story go today and how can we get access? So it's so intense, basically, that, only when you're back in the editing room, you think like, oh wow, what was that? Now let's see how we make a film out of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it unraveled this entire web of corruption dealing with the government and the healthcare system, which was happening in Romania, but I feel like it's a parallel theme to a lot of things going on in the rest of the world. Do you think that's the general message that people are going to take away after watching the film?
While we were making the film, we were making the film of a story in the Romanian society which is led by a corrupt political class that is very populistic, that is managing to get the votes every 4 years of the citizens by being completely populistic. That, when it's convenient, they say like, our health system is as good as the one in Germany. When elections approach, they say like, oh, Germany wants to steal our hospitals. We should not let anybody interfere with our healthcare system. And the year 2016, while filming, we became aware that the world around us is transforming in what Romania was. We had Brexit, we had Trump, we had all these populists coming in, and not that these countries were transforming in 2016, they were just suddenly showing the face that was there in the societies all the time underneath. So right now, for sure, it seems, and the response of the audience all around the world is the same. There's no difference to the Romanian audience to other places in the world. And the story seems to reflect really the state our world is in. And most of all, it reflects, I think, very accurately the relationship between the individual and the society he's living in. We are all the same, and the pandemic showed us also that the globe is very small.
Collective is in theaters and on demand. I'm SARI Cohen. See you next time.
Și noi am avut o încredere oarbă în autorități.
Iar ce vedem aici, de când am venit, dar tot ce e sub este putred.
În momentul în care presa ajunge să facă reverențe autorităților, autoritățile se vor purta rău cu oameni, cetățeni. Întotdeauna se întâmplă asta, pretutindeni în lume, s-a întâmplat și în cazul nostru.